This past year, let's say, it's become really evident to me that the most meaningful things are the things that are right next door to you.
Mm-hmm.
Your relationships with your family and your friends, your neighbors.
Yeah.
These are the most meaningful things that we can cultivate right now.
That's really well put.
The rest of it is all frosting.
Yeah.
We have a buddy who's just traveling right now back to Georgia, and he stopped and visited last night. And we hadn't seen him for, I don't know, a year and a half or so. And he stopped, and he just stopped for like 6 hours, had dinner, got back on the road. And man, that was meaningful.
Yeah.
It was like one of the best times I've had in a very long time. And yeah, cultivating these relationships with with your family, friends,
Mm-hmm.
that's the stuff, because you
Yeah.
don't know, well, none of us know what's coming down the line,
Yeah.
and you never know where you're going to be or where they might be or when you might need someone.
Mm-hmm.
And it's when someone might need you,
Yeah.
So yeah, like he came to visit. I said I've been doing this bread baking thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going back to a place where we know people, and I was like, oh dude, take this bread. And it's such a simple thing,
It
it's
is,
like
yeah.
a stupid little loaf of bread,
But it's very meaningful.
yeah, man. And these people, some of whom I haven't seen for a few years, are gonna eat this bread and
Mm-hmm.
probably tell a couple stories about, oh, remember hanging out with we did this. And I mean, that's the stuff that dreams are made of.
Yeah, for sure. Out of sight, out of mind, I don't have to think about it. But as time goes on, I start to realize there's a lot of value in keeping those relationships up and growing those relationships.
Yeah, even so we have a mutual friend who no one's heard from in a while, so like last night I just shot him a text. We were talking about him. I was like, oh, I should text right now. Texted him and didn't hear back. And then just now today, before we came downtown, I was getting a little like, come on, we gotta go, but I got a text from him, you know what I mean? I was like, oh good, update. And he's in New Mexico. I might never see again in my life,
Mm-hmm.
but I might, and I'd like to. And even if I don't, I'd like him to know I'm thinking about him.
Yeah.
So it's just, it's important to stay in touch. And you're right, like when I was young too, it was like out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
Like I traveled around America in my late teens, early 20s. I'd met all these awesome people
Mm-hmm.
who I wish I had stayed in touch with today.
Yeah, same.
But all we can do is stay in touch with those people now.
Yep. Make new friends.
That's it. Yeah.
It's what we've got around us that really matters. When you initially said that, the first thing that popped into my head was Love Yours by J. Cole. Ever heard that song? You should listen to it. It's a good song.
I will. I'll check it out.
It's about that, basically. It's, it's what you have that matters. Don't go fantasizing about, some other situation. Learn to love what you have.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, someone said to me once when I was younger that happiness is wanting what you have, not having what you want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've heard that before.
And
yeah.
Cool. Thanks, because that's a good tip.
It is, yeah.
'Cause you don't need a lot. We get very, what's the word? Distracted. Like this is all spectacular. Downtown Bentonville is great.
Oh, yeah.
The whole area is fantastic. It's all so well manicured and like
It is.
It's just beautiful. But it seems to me that the culture here that like we've been talking about, the culture of like being friendly goes back so much further than that. When I don't know because I wasn't here, but it seems to me like long before the Walton Foundation made Northwest Arkansas the most beautiful place that no one knows about.
Yeah.
This stuff came out of that culture, not vice versa.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
Walmart's a very humble organization that has a lot more impact than most people realize, I think.
Oh yeah.
So, what is a major formative moment or experience in your life that has really, really nailed something into your head or just changed the way you think?
Oh boy, there's been a lot of those. I'm gonna say this one though. I'm gonna say the most like transformative action that I've taken in my life for myself was I started, I guess, coming up on like 10 years ago now. I started sitting silent 10-day meditation retreats, and Vipassana meditation has given me a way to live that I didn't know was possible. It changed everything. And this, like we were talking about, this attitude of being grateful for what you have, grateful for things as they are. Meditation really solidified that. In like, that's now my default setting. It's not a thing I try to be.
Yeah.
And most of the time. And yeah, I'd say sitting the Vipassana meditation.
Okay.
That's been the most transformative thing for sure.
That's amazing. When did you start that?
I sat my first course in 2012 or 2013, I think. And then a few years ago, I went and stayed at a center for about a year. And that was like really something.
Yeah. Sounds like it.
That was a heck of an experience. You know, like my buddy that just visited, he's going back to the center. That's where I met him. He's going back to the center to serve there for a while again right now. And, you know, like whatever, see these people. And I met there. She's over there. And we've had an amazing adventure since then, you know. Like we did the, like, you know, fall in love, travel America, make a family, you know. Like, we've been very blessed.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. So that's one thing Northwest Arkansas lacks, is some kind of open meditation hall.
I feel like it could come, because just judging by the people around here, I feel like somebody's going to start something like that. But
yeah, it would be really nice to see. The outside of that though, I don't have anything. I don't know that outside of a bread bakery and a place to meditate. Northwest Arkansas has everything.
You seem like a pretty open guy. What is a very painful experience that you've had in your life, and what did you learn from it?
I've had a lot of those. That's not unique, I guess. Well, when I was 30, I think I was 30. I'm 42 now. I think I was 30, 29 or 30 or 31. I got diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. And that has been an ongoing kick in the balls. And so that was difficult, because like I woke up one day and I couldn't do the things I could do yesterday.
Yeah.
And that was hard. But then there's the other side of that coin where it's like,
Yeah. Were you feeling sorry for yourself at first?
oh yeah, it was real bad for a long time. It was real bad. Because, you know, what do you do? You know, or like, no one knows what to do with that information.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was, I definitely did that. I still do from time to time. You know,
What do you do to put yourself back on track?
meditate. That's it. That's the tool.
That's awesome that you found a tool that works that
Yeah.
well for you.
That's the tool. Or just that, and just doing it anyway, whatever it is. You know what I mean? Whatever the stupid things, you know, vacuuming when I don't feel like it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like getting out and taking a walk when I don't feel like
Exactly, yeah.
it. Like getting out of my own way is key. But I don't think I'd ever be able to do that without the meditation.
Yeah. That's very well put. Anytime I'm feeling sorry for myself, or I'm just sitting down, not getting anything done, not wanting to do anything, it's a self-perpetuating cycle. The more you don't do, the more you don't want to do, and it just keeps coming back around. You got to break the cycle and make yourself do something.
I don't know what happened to my wife and baby, but I'm gonna go find them
Okay.
because they're also meaningful. What's your name, dude?
Good to meet you.
Dude, you too.
Thank you very much for
Yeah.
stopping. I appreciate it.